Hello YouTube, my name is TheSecondFlock.
And I'm Belle.
And welcome to Flock Fridays, the show where we talk about something different every week.
So you know how there's a lot of stupid people in the world? Like, a lot of stupid people? Well, today we're gonna talk about Miley Cyrus.
Miley Cyrus, her fame started when she had a show called Hannah Montana on Disney Channel, which I admit was a really good show. It was popular, it was really pure, and it was sort of fun, just a fun Disney show. And usually Disney Channel stars wind up making music.
Okay, I love Hannah Montana. Hannah Montana was like my go-to show. Like when it was on, I would always watch it. And then I got a couple of Hannah Montana CDs when I was like 8. And I used to really look up to Miley Cyrus because she was Hannah Montana and she was squeaky clean and that was all shot to shit.
And actually, the thing I find sort of funny is nowadays she makes music in the name Miley Cyrus, whereas in the show, her name was Miley as a regular girl and Hannah Montana as the secret pop star life she led, which is just funny irony.
Yeah. And then Hannah Montana came out with a movie
that nobody cared about.
Well, it was good, but it was like a little bit dragged on.
Correction. It's something I didn't care about. So Miley sort of went down in fame for a little bit, and she came right back up as Miley Cyrus after her entire Hannah Montana show thing was ending. And she made a song called Can't Be Tamed. In this song, she was acting sexual, doing different, like, sort of dances, trying to be sexy with her long brown hair and everything, and she was in a cage. I think she had, like, wings strapped on or something.
Yeah.
And everyone was sort of freaking out, like, oh my gosh, it's a Disney star being sexual, like all the other Disney sex scandals going on. And I think Disney pretty soon dropped her either before or after that. And so Can't Be Tamed was sort of a change in Miley Cyrus's career, and a change away from Hannah and more to Miley.
And then she had another hit called Party in the USA, which it was far less sexual than Can't Be Tamed, but it was still sexual in the sense that she looked like a stripper in the video, and she was like dancing kind of sexually, but not really.
Wasn't there like a car scene for a lot of that video?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That reminds me of Friday. That car scene. It just reminds me of the song Friday when
Oh god.
when Rebecca Black's jumping up in the back seat or whatever. But anyways, after Party in the USA, her career sort of went down for a while.
I actually forgot something.
What did you forget?
There was I think it was an AMA performance or something where she performed Party in the USA. And in that performance, she used a ice cream truck, but it was really just she mainly used the pole that went on it as the stripper pole, and she was dancing on it.
I believe right after that, her career went down for a couple of years, and then she came back with a song called We Can't Stop. And for a while, I honestly didn't know what it's about. It's about doing drugs in the bathroom, and about a deep voice guy saying that we can't stop, we could party if we want. And it was pretty much Miley saying, I'm going to do what I want, society can't hold me down. And that was the reason we all started making fun of Miley, even though that was sort of a good message. She just went about it in an extremely terrible way that threw away all of her credibility.
And then We Can't Stop led to Wrecking Ball, which Wrecking Ball was the second single off of her album Bangers. In the Wrecking Ball video, she was on a construction site, and there was a wrecking ball, and at one point, she was naked on the wrecking ball.
Several times.
She was swinging on it, and there was one scene where she was licking a sledgehammer.
So most of that is what brought her great into pop culture, so that brought her to give her the opportunity to have a chance to perform at the VMAs, where she was performing with this other extremely popular guy.
Robin Thicke.
Robin Thicke. Is his last name really Thicke?
Yes.
Oh. Well, anyway, she was twerking up against his body, and he, has a girlfriend or a wife, And to see that live, a lot of people were like, "Oh my God, Miley, you are such a
Skank.
Okay, yes, a skank." I drew a blank there. So Miley Cyrus pretty much lost all her credibility, but she keeps saying when she's questioned, "I'm gonna keep doing what I want to do." And I can't help but think, does she think she's inspiring everyone? And there's probably people that she does inspire. It's just not us.
And Billy Ray Cyrus he should be disappointed, but he just doesn't want to deal with this anymore. And then her mom is like okay with it. Like, her mom is her manager, so her mom's totally fine with it. And then Billy Ray is like, yeah, I don't want to even think about this anymore.
I've seen so many memes of Miley's like weirdly shaped ass, and then in her little gap with her legs open, you see Billy Ray's face, and there's a single teardrop.
Oh,
There's a single teardrop.
I fell for you, Billy Ray.
Well, did you have any more comments before we did end? On Miley? Good girl gone bad?
Yeah, I used to look up to her, and now I kind of want to sort of hang out with her, but I'm afraid I'm gonna get some STDs.
By hanging out with her?
Yes.
Well, you heard it here. Now, I have one thing to say in her defense. When We Can't Stop and Wrecking Ball came out, she did warn us a few years ago that she couldn't be tamed. We should have known that this was coming and that we couldn't stop it. We didn't try to. We had a warning and we didn't do anything about it. But anyway, guys, that's going to be the end of our show today. Thank you for watching Flock Fridays. We should be here every single Friday. Well, I'll be here every single Friday, and sometimes I'll bring some special guests on the show. And that's the end of it. So have a good day, guys. Have a good week. I'm the Second Flock.
And I'm Belle.
And stay frosty. By the way, guys, before we go, I'd like to talk to you about another channel I have. It's called Dick Lightning. I don't know if you're familiar with the series called The Epic Rap Battles of History, but if you are, they did an episode about Miley Cyrus rapping against Joan of Arc, a person from old history and stuff. And basically, I take these videos and I mash them together with other things to make them sort of hilarious. So if you're interested, here's a little tidbit of what you're going to see on that show.
I'm getting lifted on that Molly. I'm getting lifted on that
burning bush.
I'm getting lifted on that steak. I'm getting lifted on that
Blue sky.
hashtag
drug overdose.
Here's a tip, don't swallow a bucket of drugs.
So I hope you guys go check it out, and I'll see you next Friday. Later, guys.